I am 51 years old. I'm French. I'm working for Ducati for more than nearly 6 years now. But before Ducati, where was I? I started, I have an MBA in Business Administration, International Business, held in Lyon, France, second largest city in France. And I started to work in the food and beverage field for 5 years. I was there as an area export manager, and I already dealt with Japan. I was visiting the Foodex, by the way, in 1995, so that is 31 years ago. Just after the food and beverage business, I was hired by the Dainese company. Dainese company is an Italian company from the northeast part of Italy, making apparel, premium apparel for motorcyclists, for bicycle riders, and for skiers. Everybody knows in the motorcycle business this company. Of course, it is a very famous company because it's dressing Valentino Rossi, one of the most famous pilot ever. And I was there in this company to build the French branch, to be the country manager for Dainese in France, Belgium, Luxembourg, and Netherlands. This for approximately 8 to 9 years. And then I was also given by the Dainese headquarters company the mission to look after the export for Dainese. The export wherever we didn't have any where the company didn't have any subsidiaries. That is to say, mainly Asia, Africa, Oceania. So, still being the country manager for France, I was also the export manager for the Dainese company, and that's why I was very, very often in Asia and in Japan, of course. In Japan, I opened the company, Dainese Japan company. We opened several shops in Tokyo, in Nagoya, in Osaka, direct shops, exclusive Dainese shops. And all this until 2010, year when Ducati asked me to reach them, to come and work for them, and be the managing director for the French branch, looking after distribution of bikes, apparel, accessories, and spare parts for Ducati all over France, Belgium, Luxembourg, and Netherlands. So I started in the beginning of 2011 for Ducati until last September 2016. I was then the managing director for Ducati West Europe branch, and I was then asked to come here in Japan to look after the Ducati Japan company, subsidiary, what I accepted very, very easily. And I'm then the new president of Ducati Japan since 1st of October 2016. When I settled the Dainese Japan company, I was just coming 4 or 5 times a year to Japan, but I built a team here that was looking after the company. Japan is a country I now know quite well. I will never know Japan 100% for sure because it's quite a very different country from all other countries in the world. But I like very much the way people behave in Japan, the respect that people have for others, the cleanliness, the education, the customs, the history of Japan, all things that makes me like this country a lot. I like the food also. But if I have to say something about not a lesson, but about my way of working, my way of living, is to think that nothing is impossible, and that as far as you believe in it, you can do it. Being now the president of Ducati Japan, the most important thing to do here in Japan, I guess, not for Ducati but for the whole motorcycle industry, is to, according to me, to bring back motorcycle in the mind of Japanese people and try to make it become a new fashion leisure as it was 20, 30 years ago. If I remember well, in Japan more than 3 million two wheels were sold 30 years ago. Now it has decreased a lot. So I would suggest that the best thing to do in Japan would be to put back in Japanese youngsters' mind that motorcycle can also be a leisure as a smartphone or as any other video game or whatever else. What we face in Japan is mainly what we face all over the world, actually in Europe, United States. The customers, the motorcycle customers, are getting older and older because, according to me, the motorcycle industry has not invested enough in communication to new customers, but mainly to old customers, mainly to maniac, mainly to used bike customers. We should, as an industry, invest a lot in communication towards the youngsters to make them understand that they can also get more freedom on the bike, more communication thanks to the bike, and that bike can be another part of their leisure time. Oh, I have old motorcycles, very old ones, but I'm using currently multi-strada. Something like 10 motorcycles. Not only Ducati, every brand, but 10 motorcycles. Actually, I started riding when I entered Dainese company. Well, I was riding every day. In Paris, I was going to the office. Bike, the traffic is too much impossible in Paris, so every day I was going to bike. And I think I will do the same here in Tokyo because freedom of the bike for me is, I don't care about the weather. I love my freedom. It helps me to free my mind, right, and to forget all the worries, job worries or house worries. 10 minutes of bike permits me to clean my mind, and that's a good thing. That's good. And the pleasure of riding is nothing to do with driving. There's no more pleasure driving now. No. Riding is a huge pleasure, especially a Ducati.